Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable Lincoln pennies. You won't believe how much some of these little copper coins are worth. Stick around to the end, because our number one pick has sold for an absolutely jaw-dropping amount. So, grab your coin jars, and let's get started. Today, we're diving deep into an exciting and valuable discovery. The 1964 Lincoln 1-cent penny that has shocked collectors with its staggering value of $70,099. Yes, you heard that right. This tiny copper penny, which millions of people have in their collections, can be worth a small fortune. But what makes this 1964 penny so special? How can you identify if you have one of these rare coins? And what are the key factors that determine its insane value? Stay tuned as we break down the history, errors, varieties, and current market demand that make this coin a true collector's gem. History of the 1964 Lincoln penny. The 1964 Lincoln penny is part of the legendary Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. The Lincoln cent replaced the Indian head cent, and over the years, it has seen several design changes. However, in 1959, to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design remained on the penny until 2008. The 1964 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark below the date on the obverse. The Denver Mint produced over 3.8 billion Lincoln pennies that year, meaning this was one of the most common pennies of the time. However, despite the high mintage, some rare and unique varieties from this year have sold for thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars. So, what makes one specific 1964 Lincoln penny worth a jaw-dropping $70,099? Let's dive into the details. Why is the 1964 Lincoln penny worth $70,099? Most 1964 Lincoln pennies are only worth face value, just 1 cent, but under the right conditions, some can be worth thousands. Here are the 3 major factors that can turn this ordinary-looking penny into an extremely valuable collectible. 1. Rarity and condition. High-grade coins. One of the biggest factors in determining a coin's value is its condition, which is graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70, mint state 70, being a perfect, flawless coin. Most 1964 pennies are found in circulated condition and are only worth a few cents to a couple of dollars. However, if a 1964 penny is found in MS 67, MS 68, or higher, it becomes extremely rare. The record-breaking 1964 penny that sold for $70,099 was graded MS 68 plus RDE by PCGS, one of the highest grades ever recorded for this coin. 2. Mint errors and varieties. Certain mint errors and rare die varieties make some 1964 Lincoln pennies highly valuable. Some of the most valuable errors include double die averse DDO. This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice, slightly off alignment, causing visible doubling in areas like Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Double die reverse DDR, similar to the DDO, but the doubling appears on the Lincoln Memorial, the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum. Repunched mint mark RPM. Some 1964 pennies have a D mint mark that was punched twice, causing a slight shadow effect, which collectors love, struck on wrong planchet. Some pennies were mistakenly struck on a nickel or dime planchet, making them highly valuable. Off-center strike. If a penny was struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing, it can be worth anywhere from $100 to $5,000, depending on the severity. Die cracks and cuds. Over time, the dies used to strike coins develop cracks, leaving raised lines or blobs of extra metal on the coin's surface. The larger the die crack or cud, the more valuable the penny becomes. 3. Collector demand and market trends. Even without an error, a flawless, high-grade 1964 penny is highly sought after by collectors. Why? Many collectors try to complete their Lincoln penny sets and need a perfect specimen from each year. The 1964D penny in MS68 Plus RD is nearly impossible to find, which makes it a key date for collectors. With coin collecting growing in popularity, the demand for rare high-grade coins is stronger than ever. How to find a valuable 1964D penny? So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1964D Lincoln penny? Here's what you need to do. Check the condition. If your penny looks brand new with no scratches or marks, it might be valuable. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to check for doubling, repunched mint marks, or any unusual features. Weigh the coin. A regular 1964D penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly heavier or lighter, it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. Compare with auction listings. Look up past auction results to see if your penny matches any known high-value varieties. Get it graded. If your penny is in excellent condition, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for an official grade, where to sell a valuable 1964D penny. If you have a rare 1964D Lincoln penny, here's where you can sell it for top dollar. eBay, many collectors search eBay for rare pennies, and some have sold for thousands. Coin shows and dealers. Local coin shops and shows can give you in-person evaluations. Online auctions, heritage auctions, great collections. If you have a rare error or high-grade penny, these auction houses specialize in valuable coins. PCGS/NGC certification. If your penny is in mint state condition, getting it graded can increase its value significantly. So, is the 1964D Lincoln penny worth looking for? Absolutely. While most 1964D pennies are only worth a few cents, a high-grade or error coin could be worth thousands, or even the record-breaking $70,099. The key is to know what to look for, carefully inspect your coins, and get them professionally graded if they show promise. Have you checked your 1964D pennies yet? You might be sitting on a valuable treasure without even knowing it. Let us know in the comments. Have you found any rare pennies in your collection? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more rare coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we have an amazing discovery to talk about. The 1968D Lincoln penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $68,082. That's right, a penny that many people overlook could actually be worth a small fortune. If you've ever wondered whether a coin in your pocket change could be worth thousands of dollars, then you won't want to miss this video. We're going to cover everything about the 1968D Lincoln penny, from its history and design to the errors and special features that make some of these coins extremely valuable. Plus, we'll go over how you can check your pennies to see if you have one of these rare gems. So sit back, hit that like button, and let's dive right in. History of the 1968D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for over a century, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The original wheat penny design, created by Victor David Brenner, was replaced in 1959 by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo. This new design featured the iconic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., and remained in use until 2008. In 1968, the Denver Mint produced over 2.8 billion Lincoln pennies, marked with a small D mint mark just below the date on the obverse. The 1968D penny was struck in 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, making it different from later pennies, which were changed to a zinc composition in 1982. While most 1968D pennies are common and worth just a few cents, some rare examples have extraordinary value due to specific factors. Why is the 1968D Lincoln penny valuable? The big question is, why would a 1968D penny be worth $68,082? There are a few main reasons. 1. High-grade condition. One of the most significant factors in determining the value of any coin is its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS, mint state, 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Most 1968D pennies are heavily circulated, meaning they have wear and tear. However, If you find one that is in MS-67 or MS-68 condition, it could be worth thousands of dollars. The record-breaking 1968 D penny that sold for $68,082 was an MS-68 Plus RD, red, graded by PCGS, making it one of the finest known examples in existence. Point 2. Special errors and varieties. Some 1968 D pennies have minting errors that make them extremely rare and valuable. Here are some key errors to watch out for. Double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the design is accidentally struck twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's face, the date, or the words, "In God We Trust." These can be worth thousands depending on the strength of the doubling. Repunched mint mark, RPM. Since mint marks were punched into the dies manually in 1968, some pennies have a visible doubling of the D mint mark. These coins can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially in higher grades. Off-center strikes. If a 1968 D penny was struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing, it could be worth anywhere from $100 to over $5,000, depending on how dramatic the error is. Die cracks and cuds. These errors occur when the coin die starts breaking, causing raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin's surface. Larger die cracks or cuds can make a penny highly desirable to collectors. Point 3. Rare color designation, red, red-brown, brown. The color of a copper penny plays a huge role in its value. There are 3 main color classifications: BN, brown, coins that have aged and developed a dull brown patina. These are the most common and usually have lower values. RB, red-brown, coins that still have some original copper luster but also show signs of oxidation. RD, red, the rarest and most valuable. These pennies have at least 95% of their original mint luster and look almost brand new. The $68,082 penny was a red RD example in nearly perfect condition. How to check if you have a valuable 1968 D penny. Now that you know what makes a 1968 D penny so valuable, here's how to check your coins. Look at the date and mint mark. The D mint mark should be just below the year 1968. If your penny has a D, you're on the right track. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect the details. Look for doubling, repunched mint marks, or die cracks. Examine the color. If your penny has a bright, red shine, it could be worth grading. Weigh the coin. A genuine 1968 D penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If yours is significantly different, it could be an error coin or a counterfeit. Compare with auction records. Look at online coin databases, past auction sales, or PCGS/NGC price guides to see if your coin matches any high-value examples. Where to sell a valuable 1968 D penny. If you believe you have a valuable 1968 D penny, here are the best ways to sell it. eBay. Many collectors buy and sell rare pennies here. Local coin dealers. Visit a professional dealer to get an opinion on your coins. Value. Coin shows and conventions. These events are great for networking with serious collectors. Professional coin grading services, PCGS or NGC. If your coin is in excellent condition, getting it graded and certified can increase its value dramatically. Heritage auctions or great collections. If you have a rare error or MS-68 Plus coin. These top-tier auction houses specialize in selling high-value coins. So, is the 1968 D Lincoln penny worth checking for? Absolutely. While most 1968 D pennies are only worth 1 cent, a few rare high-grade or error varieties can be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. If you have a flawless red RD penny in MS-67 or higher, you might be holding on to a $68,082 treasure without even realizing it. So, go check your pennies right now. You might have a small fortune sitting in a coin jar or tucked away in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare and valuable coins, then you're in for a real treat today. Imagine finding a 1977 Lincoln penny in your pocket change and discovering that it's worth an astonishing $77,899. That's right. This seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin could be a life-changing discovery. But what makes this particular penny so valuable? What errors or special features should you look for? And how can you tell if you have one of these rare and high-value coins? Stick around, because we are going to cover everything you need to know about the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, from its history and key details to the errors and grading factors that make it worth a fortune. History of the 1977 Lincoln penny. The 1977 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which first debuted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This iconic coin features the famous obverse portrait of Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has remained largely unchanged for over a century. On the reverse of the 1977 Lincoln penny, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This reverse design, created by Frank Gasparo, remained in circulation until 2008 before being replaced by the current Union Shield design in 2010. In 1977, billions of Lincoln pennies were struck at 3 different locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark; Denver Mint, D Mint Mark; San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark. Proof coins only, however. It is the Philadelphia Mint's No Mint Mark variety that has caught the attention of collectors worldwide. While most 1977 pennies are worth only face value, a select few with rare errors, exceptional condition, or unique characteristics have commanded incredibly high prices, reaching up to $77,899 in auctions. Why is the 1977 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny worth so much? So, what exactly makes this 1977 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny worth nearly $78,000? There are a few key reasons why certain coins from this year are highly sought after by collectors. These include rare mint errors, high-grade examples, and unique varieties. Let's break them down one by 1.1. Rare mint errors. Mint errors are one of the most significant factors that drive up a coin's value. Some of the most valuable errors found in the 1977 Lincoln penny include double die obverse, DDO, one of the most famous and valuable errors. The DDO occurs when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing noticeable doubling on features like Lincoln's eye, date, or lettering. If you have a 1977 penny with a strong DDO, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Off-center strike. If a 1977 penny was struck improperly, causing part of the design to be shifted or missing, it could be a rare off-center error. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. Some off-center 1977 pennies have sold for $1,000 or more, struck on a wrong planchet. Occasionally, a Lincoln penny may be struck on a dime planchet or other foreign coin blanks. These error coins are rare and can sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions. Die cracks and cuds. Over time, the dies used to strike coins wear out and develop cracks, which create raised lines or blobs of metal on the coin's surface. Large die cracks or cuds can significantly increase a penny's value. 2. High-grade coins, MS-67 and above. Another major factor that makes a 1977 Lincoln penny valuable is its condition and grade. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with MS-70, mint state 70, being a perfect, flawless coin. Most circulated 1977 pennies are only worth 1 cent, but an uncirculated MS-67 or higher penny can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The record-breaking $77,899 sale was for a near-perfect MS-69 example, which is an extremely rare grade for a coin of this age. 3. Special varieties and unique characteristics. Sometimes, a coin is valuable due to unique characteristics, such as proof-like surfaces, unusual toning, or a special die variety. Collectors are always searching for coins that stand out from the rest, and if your 1977 penny has something unusual, it could be worth a small fortune. How to check if you have a rare 1977 penny? If you want to find out whether your 1977 Lincoln penny is valuable, follow these steps. Examine the coin's condition. If your penny looks new, shiny, and free of scratches, it may be a high-grade example worth sending in for grading. Look for errors. use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling, misalignment, die cracks, or any other mint errors. Weigh the coin. A normal 1977 Lincoln penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's significantly lighter or heavier, it could be an error coin. Compare to auction listings. Search recent sales on sites like Heritage Auctions, PCGS, or eBay to see if your coin matches any valuable examples. Where to sell a valuable 1977 Lincoln penny? If you think you have a rare and valuable 1977 penny, here are the best places to sell it. eBay. A great place for listing error coins and high-grade examples. Some pennies have sold for thousands of dollars here. Coin shows. Attending a coin show allows you to get expert opinions and sell directly to collectors. Professional Coin Grading Services, PCGS, and GC. If your penny appears to be in MS67 or higher condition, get it professionally graded to increase its value. Heritage Auctions and Great Collections. If you have a rare error coin or a near-perfect grade, these auction houses specialize in selling high-value coins. The 1977 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny may seem like an ordinary coin, but as we've seen today, certain rare examples have sold for up to $77,899. Whether it's a mint error, a high-grade specimen, or a unique variety, some of these pennies are worth life-changing amounts of money. So, if you have a 1977 penny, make sure to check it carefully. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let us know in the comments. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your pocket change? We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about rare coins and valuable currency, you're in for a treat today. Imagine having a simple 1978 Lincoln penny sitting in your collection or pocket change, only to discover it could be worth a life-changing $78,892. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was once worth just a single cent has now become a numismatic treasure. But why is this penny so valuable? What makes it special? And how can you tell if you have one? In this video, we're going to dive deep into the history, errors, grading, and the factors that make this 1978 Lincoln cent so incredibly valuable. Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss out on any crucial details that could help you identify a hidden fortune. History of the 1978 Lincoln penny. Before we talk about why some of these coins are worth nearly $80,000, let's take a step back and understand the history of the 1978 Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent series started in 1909. Replacing the Indian head cent to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, front side, of the penny, featuring Lincoln's profile, was designed by the famous sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design has remained largely unchanged for more than a century, making it one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. The reverse, back side, of the penny, from 1959 to 2008, featured the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design was introduced to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and remained in circulation until the Union Shield reverse was introduced in 2010. Now, let's talk about the 1978 Mint mark. The D Mint mark indicates that the coin was minted at the Denver Mint. In 1978, both Philadelphia and Denver produced millions of pennies, but the Denver Mint struck approximately 4.3 billion Lincoln cents that year. Because of the high mintage, most of these pennies are common. However, some rare varieties, errors, and high-grade examples have sold for insane prices, which brings us to the next point. Why is the 1978 penny worth so much? Why is the 1978 Lincoln penny worth $78,892? Most 1978 pennies are worth just face value, but under the right circumstances, they can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Here's what makes certain 1978 pennies so valuable. 1. Rare mint errors. Coins with rare mint errors can dramatically increase in value. Here are some of the most valuable errors to look for. Double die obverse, DDO. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice slightly off alignment, creating a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's eye, nose, or lettering. Some of the rarest DDO pennies have sold for over $10,000. Double die reverse, DDR, similar to the DDO. This error happens on the reverse side of the coin, causing doubling on the words 1 cent or United States of America. Depending on the severity, these coins can also fetch thousands. Off-center strike. If the coin was struck improperly and the design appears shifted, with part of the design missing, it can be worth anywhere from $500 to over $500. Clipped planchet. This happens when part of the metal planchet is missing due to an error in the minting process. A major clipped planchet error can increase a penny's value to over $1,000. Struck on a dime planchet. Occasionally, a penny is mistakenly struck on a dime planchet, making it lighter and silver in color. If you find one, it could be worth over $15,000.20. High-grade condition, MS67 or higher. One of the biggest factors in determining a coin's value is its condition. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from 1 to 70. A circulated 1978 penny is usually only worth a few cents, but if it is an MS67 or higher, it can be worth thousands. In 2023, a 1978 Lincoln penny graded MS69 sold for a record-breaking $78,892. Even coins graded MS67 or MS68 can sell for $5,000 to $20,000, depending on demand. How to find a valuable 1978 penny? If you want to check if you have a valuable 1978 penny, follow these steps. Inspect the coin carefully. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, die cracks, or missing elements. Look at the condition. A penny in uncirculated condition with a bright red luster is far more valuable than a worn-out penny. Weigh the coin. A standard 1978 Lincoln cent should weigh 3.11 grams. If it's lighter or heavier, it might be an error coin. Compare it to auction records. Search for recent sales of 1978 pennies online to see if your coin has similar characteristics. Where to sell a valuable 1978 penny? If you think you have a rare or high-grade 1978 penny, here are the best places to sell it: eBay. Many rare coin collectors look for error coins and high-grade pennies here. Coin shows. Visit a local or national coin show to get professional opinions and sell directly to collectors.pcgs or NGC grading services. If you have a near-perfect coin, grading it professionally can increase its value significantly. Heritage auctions or great collections. If you believe your coin is exceptionally rare, these auction houses specialize in selling valuable coins. So, is the 1978 Lincoln penny worth searching for? Absolutely. While most of these pennies are only worth face value, a high-grade example or an error coin can be worth thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. The key is to know what to look for and get your coins evaluated by professionals. If you believe you have a rare one, let us know in the comments. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your collection? Have you checked your 1978 pennies for errors? We'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves learning about valuable and rare coins, you're in for a treat today. We're talking about a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that is currently valued at an astonishing $67,919. Yes, you heard that right. This small copper penny that many people overlook could be worth a life-changing amount of money. But what makes this 1979 penny so special? What errors, varieties, and unique features do you need to look for? And how can you check if you have one of these valuable coins sitting in your collection or pocket change? Stay tuned as we break down everything you need to know about the history, errors, value, and how to sell a 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny for the highest possible price. History of the 1979 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been an iconic part of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse, front, of the penny, designed by Victor David Brenner, features a portrait of Lincoln, and it has remained virtually unchanged for more than a century. By 1959, the reverse design of the penny was changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This design remained in use until 2008, making the 1979 Lincoln penny part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Series. In 1979, the U.S. Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies across 3 locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark; Denver Mint, D Mint Mark; San Francisco Mint, S Mint Mark, primarily proof coins. Despite the massive production numbers, a small number of rare and valuable 1979 No Mint Mark pennies have been discovered that command extremely high prices. Some of these coins were struck with errors, while others are in near perfect condition, which increases their desirability among collectors. Why is the 1979 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny valuable? The majority of 1979 Lincoln pennies are worth just face value, but certain rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade examples can be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. Here's what makes the 1979 No Mint Mark penny worth up to $67,919:1. Rare mint errors. Some of the most valuable 1979 No Mint Mark pennies contain mint errors that make them unique. Here are some key errors to look for. Double die averse (DDO). This error occurs when the coin is struck twice slightly off alignment, causing doubling in Lincoln's eyes, date, or lettering. Some 1979 pennies with strong doubling have sold for over $5,000. Struck through error. If a foreign object, like grease or debris, gets between the die and the planchet during striking, it results in missing or faded design elements. Struck through errors, especially in visible areas, can make a 1979 penny worth thousands of dollars. Off-center strike. When a coin is not properly aligned during striking, part of the design may be missing. A 50% off-center 1979 penny could be worth over $10,000, depending on the visibility of the date and design. Broad strike error. If the collar die fails to properly form the rim, the coin spreads out wider than normal. A well-defined broad strike error could fetch several $1,000s. Die cracks and cuds. Over time, the coin dies wear out and develop cracks, which can result in raised lines or blobs of extra metal on the coin. Large die cracks or cuds can dramatically increase a penny's value. 2. High-grade coins, MS67 and above. One of the biggest factors that determine a 1979 penny's value is its condition, or grade. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with MS70 being a flawless, perfect coin. Most circulated 1979 pennies are only worth 1 cent. In mint state, MS65, MS66, they can be worth $50 to $500. In mint state, MS67, MS68, the price jumps to $5,000 to $15,000. The record-breaking MS69 1979 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny sold for $67,919, making it one of the most expensive Lincoln pennies ever from the modern era. Coins graded MS67 and above are extremely rare because they require perfectly sharp strikes, no visible scratches, and nearly flawless surfaces. The higher the grade, the rarer and more valuable the coin. How to check if you have a valuable 1979 penny. If you want to check your 1979 pennies for valuable errors or high-grade examples, follow these steps. Look closely at the details. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect for doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, or other abnormalities. Check the condition. If the penny looks shiny, uncirculated, and nearly flawless, it might be worth grading. Weigh the coin, a normal 1979 Lincoln penny should weigh 3.11 grams. If your coin is significantly heavier or lighter, it could be a rare error coin. Compare with auction sales. Look at records from Heritage Auctions, PCGS, or NGC to see how similar coins have sold. Where to sell a valuable 1979 penny. If you believe you have a rare and valuable 1979 No Mint Mark penny, here's where you can sell it: eBay. Many collectors look for rare pennies on eBay, and some have sold for thousands of dollars. Coin shows. Attending a coin show allows you to get expert opinions and potentially sell directly to collectors. Professional coin grading services, PCGS or NGC. Getting your coin graded can significantly increase its value and help you sell it for the highest price. Heritage auctions and great collections. These auction houses specialize in rare and valuable coins, often selling them for record-breaking prices. The 1979 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that even modern pennies can be worth a fortune. Whether it's an ultra-rare mint error or a perfect high-grade specimen, certain 1979 pennies have sold for up to $67.919. If you want to start searching for valuable coins, check your collection, look for errors, and consider getting high-quality coins graded by PCGS or NGC. Who knows, you might have a small fortune sitting in your piggy bank. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest coin discoveries. Also, let us know in the comments, have you found any rare 1979 pennies? What other coins do you want us to cover? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures in everyday pocket change, you're in for a treat today. Imagine finding a simple 1984 Lincoln penny, a coin that most people overlook, only to realize it could be worth a staggering $45,998. Yes, that's right. A single penny from 1984 has sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions, and today, we're going to break down exactly why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can check if you have one of these rare pennies in your collection. This video will cover everything from the history of the 1984 Lincoln penny, its design and key details, the major errors that make it worth a fortune, and how you can identify, grade, and sell one of these rare pennies for top dollar. So make sure you stick around until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Now, let's dive in. History of the 1984 Lincoln penny. The 1984 Lincoln 1-cent penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This series has become one of the most widely collected in U.S. history, and even today, millions of people search for rare and valuable pennies in their spare change. The 1984 Lincoln penny continued the memorial reverse design, which was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, a well-known monument in Washington, D.C. If you look closely at the design, you can even see a tiny engraving of Lincoln's statue inside the memorial, a detail that many people miss. On the obverse front of the coin, we have the classic Abraham Lincoln portrait, originally designed by Victor David Brenner and first used in 1909. The words, "In God We Trust," appear above Lincoln's head, while "Liberty" is inscribed to the left. The date, 1984, appears on the right, and if there is no mint mark below the date, that means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While billions of 1984 Lincoln pennies were produced, only a small number are worth big money, and that's due to rare mint errors and ultra-high grades. Why is the 1984 no mint mark penny so valuable? You might be wondering, why is a 1984 penny, which is not even 100 years old, selling for nearly $46,000? The value of this coin comes from two main factors: rare mint errors, high-grade condition, MS 67 plus or better. Let's break down each of these factors. Point 1. Rare mint errors. One of the biggest reasons the 1984 Lincoln penny is valuable is because of a famous error variety known as the 1984 double-ear Lincoln penny, DDO double die obverse. This error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice by the die, causing a doubling effect that is most noticeable on Lincoln's earlobe. If you look closely at an error 1984 penny, you will see that Lincoln's earlobe appears doubled, giving it a shadow-like effect. This doubling happened during the minting process when the die was misaligned, and it makes this variety extremely valuable to collectors. Some key things to look for: doubled earlobe. This is the most famous 1984 penny error. doubling on the lettering. Some examples also show slight doubling on Liberty and In God We Trust. Sharp, clear doubling. Coins with stronger doubling are worth more. In high grades, this era penny can sell for thousands of dollars, and one in top condition has even reached nearly $46,000 at auction. Other era types found on the 1984 Lincoln penny include off-center strikes. If the coin was not properly centered during striking, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Struck through errors. If a piece of debris or grease got between the die and planchet, it could cause missing or faded details. Die cracks and cuds. Over time, the minting dies wear out and develop cracks, which can create raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. Point 2. High-grade condition, MS67 plus or better. Even if your 1984 penny doesn't have the double-ear error, it can still be extremely valuable if it's in a high mint state grade. Coin grading is done on the Sheldon scale, which goes from 1 to 70, with MS70, mint state 70, being a perfect, flawless coin. Here's how values change based on the grade: MS60, MS64. Worth a few dollars to a few $100s. MS65, MS66 can be worth $1,000. 5000. MS67 plus. These are the rarest high-grade examples and can sell for $10,000. 45, $9.98. The record price for a 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was $45,998, which was for an MS67 plus graded coin with a strong double-ear error. How to check if you have a valuable 1984 penny. If you have a 1984 Lincoln penny, follow these steps to check its value. Examine Lincoln's ear. Look closely at Lincoln's earlobe under good lighting or with a magnifying glass. If you see clear doubling, you might have a rare DDO variety. Look at the condition. If your penny has no scratches, dents, or wear, it could be in high mint state. Weigh the coin. A normal 1984 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it's heavier or lighter, it could be an error coin. Compare with auction results. Look at past sales on eBay or professional coin grading websites like PCGS or NGC, where TOs sell a valuable 1984 penny. If you think you have a valuable 1984 penny, here are the best ways to sell it: eBay or online marketplaces. Many rare coin collectors buy era pennies here. Coin shows and local dealers. Get expert opinions and possible offers. PCGS or NGC grading services. If you have a high quality or error coin, getting it graded can increase its value significantly. Heritage auctions or great collections. These auction houses specialize in rare and valuable coins. The 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might look ordinary, but it could be worth a life-changing amount of money if you have the right one. Whether it's the famous double-ear variety or a flawless high-grade coin, collectors are willing to pay thousands for these rare pennies. So check your pocket change, look through old coin rolls, and see if you have one of these valuable pieces. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and let us know in the comments, have you ever found a rare penny in your change? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the 1985 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that has shocked collectors with its incredible value, an astonishing $67,987. That's right, a simple penny that you might have in your collection or pocket change could actually be a small fortune waiting to be discovered. But what makes this particular 1985 penny so valuable? Is it an error? A rare variety? Or something else entirely? Stay tuned as we explore the history, key features, and the factors that make this coin worth thousands of dollars. History of the 1985 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent series has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's portrait, which remains a staple of the coin's design to this day. The reverse, from 1959 to 2008, featured the famous Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, replacing the earlier Wheat Ears design. The The 1985 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark; Denver Mint, D Mint Mark; San Francisco Mint, Proof Coins S Mint Mark. The Denver Mint, which produced the 1985 D penny, struck 5,287,399,926 coins, meaning this was a very common penny at the time. However, despite this high mintage, only a few examples have become extremely valuable due to rare errors and pristine condition. Why is the 1985 D Lincoln penny worth $67,987? So, what makes a 1985 D penny worth nearly $68,000? While most 1985 pennies are only worth face value, specific factors can dramatically increase their worth. These include: 1. Mint errors. Some rare errors can turn an ordinary penny into a highly valuable collector's item. The most sought-after errors for the 1985 D penny include: double die averse (DDO). This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice in slightly different positions, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's profile. Some well-defined DDO pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auctions. Struck through error. If a foreign object, such as grease or debris, gets between the die and planchet during striking, it results in missing or faded details on the coin. Some struck-through errors are worth over $5,000. Off-center strike. If a coin is struck off-center, with part of the design missing, it becomes rare and collectible. A well-centered off-strike of 50% or more could bring in over $10,000. Broad-struck error. This happens when the coin is struck without the collar, causing it to expand beyond its normal size. Broad-struck pennies from 1985 D have been sold for over $2,000 to $5,000, depending on condition. Point 2. High-grade coins. The condition of the penny is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor P1 to mint state 70, MS 70. Most circulated 1985 D pennies are worth 1 cent. A 1985 D penny graded MS 65 can be worth between $100 and $500. A coin graded MS 67 or higher is extremely rare and can fetch between $5,000 and $20,000 at auctions. The record-breaking 1985 D penny that sold for $67,987 was graded MS 69 by PCGS, which is almost a perfect coin with no visible flaws under magnification. Point 3. Full red RD versus brown BN versus red-brown RB coins. The color of a penny also plays a major role in its value. Full red RD pennies are the most desirable, as they have retained their original copper luster. These coins command the highest prices. Red-brown RB coins have partial luster and are worth less than full red examples. Brown BN pennies have completely oxidized and are worth significantly less, even in high grades. The 1985 D penny that sold for $67,987 was a full red RD example in MS 69, making it one of the finest known examples. How to find a valuable 1985 D penny? If you want to check if you have a valuable 1985 D Lincoln penny, here's what to do. Look for the D Mint mark. The Denver Mint pennies will have a small D under the date. If you don't see a mint mark, it's from Philadelphia. Check the condition. If your penny is uncirculated, with full mint luster, it could be worth grading. Examine for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, lettering, and Lincoln's features for any signs of doubling, die cracks, or other mint errors. Weigh the coin. A normal 1985 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If it weighs significantly more or less, it could be an error coin. Compare with auction sales. Look at past sales records to see if your penny matches any high-value examples. Where to sell a valuable 1985 D penny? If you think you have a rare 1985 D penny, here's where you can sell it. eBay. Many collectors buy rare pennies on eBay, and some have sold for thousands of dollars. Coin shows. Attending coin shows allows you to meet collectors and dealers who may be interested in purchasing your coin. Professional coin grading services, PCGS or NGC. If your penny looks uncirculated and could be valuable, Getting it graded can increase its value significantly. Heritage auctions or grade collections. If you have a rare era coin or a high-grade example, these major auction houses specialize in selling valuable coins. So, is the 1985 D Lincoln penny worth checking for? Absolutely. While most 1985 pennies are only worth face value, a rare high-grade example or a unique era can turn this common coin into a $68,000 treasure. If you come across a shiny, red 1985 D penny in uncirculated condition, make sure to check it carefully. It might just be worth a life-changing amount of money. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on more valuable coin discoveries. Also, drop a comment below. Have you checked your 1985 pennies yet? Did you find any rare ones? Let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare and valuable coins, you're in for a treat today. We're talking about a 1988 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny that is worth a jaw-dropping $80,914. Yes, you've heard that right. A single penny from 1988 could be worth more than a brand new luxury car or even a down payment on a house. But what makes this coin so valuable? How can you tell if you have one? And where can you sell it for the highest price? Stay with me as we break down everything you need to know, from its fascinating history to the specific eras and key features that can turn an ordinary 1988 penny into a six-figure treasure. History of the 1988 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny series is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, front, side, created by Victor David Brenner, and it has remained on the penny for over a century. From 1959 to 2008, the reverse, back, of the penny featured the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, replacing the original wheat ear design. The 1988 Lincoln penny falls within this era, making it one of the last Lincoln memorials since before the design changed in 2009. In 1988, pennies were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; San Francisco, S Mint Mark, primarily for proof sets. The 1988 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And while billions were produced, only a small number have unique errors or high-quality conditions that make them valuable. Why is the 1988 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny worth $80,914? Most 1988 pennies are only worth face value, but a few have sold for tens of thousands of dollars due to the following reasons. 1. Rare mint errors. Some 1988 pennies have significant minting mistakes that make them incredibly rare and valuable. The most notable errors include 1988 reverse transition error. One of the most famous errors involves a 1988 penny being struck with a 1989 reverse die. The FG, initials of Frank Gasparo on the reverse, appear slightly different on 1989 pennies compared to earlier ones. If you have a 1988 penny with a 1989 reverse die, it could be worth thousands. Double die obverse, DDO. Some 1988 pennies show doubling on Lincoln's eyes, date, and lettering due to a misaligned die. The stronger the doubling, the higher the value. Off-center strikes. If the design was struck off-center, missing part of Lincoln's head or the lettering, it can be worth hundreds to thousands depending on the severity. Struck on a wrong planchet. Some 1988 pennies were accidentally struck on a dime planchet or other incorrect metal compositions, making them highly collectible. Die cracks and cuds. Overused dies sometimes crack, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. Larger cuds, missing metal sections, can increase the value dramatically. 2. High-grade examples. The condition of a coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70, with MS 70, mint state 70, being a perfect, flawless coin. A circulated 1988 penny is usually worth just 1 cent, but if it is found in MS 67 or higher, it can sell for thousands of dollars. The record-breaking sale of $80,914 was for a perfect MS 69 example, which is almost unheard of for a penny from this era. How to find a valuable 1988 penny. If you want to see if you have one of these rare and valuable 1988 pennies, here's what you should do. Examine the reverse, back, of the coin. Look closely at the FG initials. If they match the 1989 style, you could have a rare transition error. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's features. Check for off-center strikes. If part of the design is missing or shifted, it could be worth money. Inspect for planchet errors. Weigh your penny on a scale. A normal 1988 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it could be a minting error. Assess the condition. If your penny looks flawless and uncirculated, it could be a candidate for professional grading. Where to sell a valuable 1988 penny? If you believe you have a rare 1988 Lincoln penny, there are several ways to sell it for maximum value. eBay. Many collectors search eBay for rare pennies, and some have sold for thousands of dollars. Coin dealers and shops. A reputable coin dealer can evaluate your coin and possibly make an offer. Coin shows and conventions. These events bring together expert collectors and dealers who may be willing to buy your coin at a high price. Auction houses, heritage auctions, great collections, Stack's Bowers. If your penny is exceptionally rare, these professional auction houses can attract serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. PCGS or NGC grading services. If your coin is in outstanding condition, getting it professionally graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can increase its value significantly. So, is the 1988 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth searching for? Absolutely. While most 1988 pennies are just worth 1 cent, a small percentage with rare errors, misstrikes, or high grades have been selling for life-changing amounts at auction. If you're someone who checks your pocket change, keep an eye out for the 1988 reverse transition error, doubled dies, and high-grade uncirculated pennies. You never know, you might be holding on to a penny worth $80,914 without even realizing it. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. And don't forget to leave a comment. Have you checked your 1988 pennies yet? Do you think you have a valuable one? Let us know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you love rare and valuable coins, then you're in for a treat today. We're diving into the incredible 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny, which has shocked collectors with a jaw-dropping market value of $90,111. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin that could be hiding in your pocket change might be worth a small fortune. But what makes this penny so special? How can you tell if you have one? And why is it commanding such a high price in today's market? Stay tuned because we're going to cover everything from the history of this coin, the rare errors that make it valuable, and how you can potentially find one yourself. History of the 1995 Lincoln penny. Before we talk about why this specific penny is so valuable, let's go over a bit of history. The Lincoln cent series has been in circulation since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features the famous portrait of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained largely unchanged for over a century. On the reverse, the 1995 Lincoln penny still features the Lincoln Memorial design, created by Frank Gasparo in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Now, the 1995 penny was struck at multiple locations, including the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, the Denver Mint, D, and the San Francisco Mint, S. While billions of 1995 pennies were minted, making them generally common, certain rare varieties and errors make some of them incredibly valuable, especially the 1995 no mint mark double die obverse, DDO, penny that has fetched prices as high as $90,111 at auction. Why is the 1995 no mint mark penny so valuable? Now, let's get into the big question. Why is this penny worth tens of thousands of dollars? There are a few key reasons. 1. The famous 1995 double die obverse, DDO, error. The biggest reason this penny is valuable is because of the double die obverse (DDO) error. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles, causing a doubling effect on certain parts of the design. The 1995 DDO penny is one of the most famous error coins in modern numismatics. The most obvious doubling appears in the inscriptions, Liberty, and In God We Trust, as well as the date, 1995, itself. This doubling is clearly visible to the naked eye, making it one of the most noticeable and popular errors in the Lincoln penny series. Collectors love this coin because it's one of the last major double-die pennies to be produced before the U.S. Mint improved its die-making process, reducing the chances of such errors occurring in later years. Point 2. High-grade condition, MS67 and above. While many 1995 pennies with the double-die error are worth $50 to $200 in circulated condition, the real money is in high-grade, uncirculated examples. The highest value ever recorded for a 1995 DDO penny is an astonishing $90,111, which was graded MS69 by PCGS. The grading scale used by collectors and professionals ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Most 1995 pennies are found in lower grades, but finding one in MS67 or MS68 can mean a value of thousands of dollars. The reason high-grade examples are so valuable is that very few were saved in perfect condition when they were first released. Point 3. Collector demand and popularity. Another major reason the 1995 DDO penny is so valuable is its popularity among collectors. Unlike some error coins that only appeal to specialists, the 1995 double-die penny is widely recognized, making it a must-have for Lincoln cent collectors. Since it's one of the most famous modern errors, demand is high, which keeps prices rising year after year. Even people who don't usually collect coins may want to own one because of its fascinating doubling effect. How to check if you have a 1995 DDO penny? If you think you might have a 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny, follow these steps to see if it could be one of the rare and valuable ones. Look for doubling. Carefully examine the words, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date, 1995. If you see clear doubling, you might have a DDO penny. Use a magnifying glass. While some doubling is visible to the naked eye, using a 10x magnifying glass or a coin microscope can help confirm the error. Check the coin's condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. If your coin has minimal scratches and strong luster, it could be worth grading. Weigh the coin. A regular 1995 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. If your coin has a different weight, it might be an error variety worth even more. Compare with known examples. Look up auction records and PCGS or NGC certified coins to see if your penny matches a valuable variety. Where to sell a rare 1995 penny? If you think you have a valuable 1995 Lincoln penny, here's where you can sell it: eBay. Many collectors buy rare pennies here, and you can often get competitive bids. Heritage auctions, a great place to sell high-value error coins. Great collections. Another top auction house specializing in rare coins. PCGS or NGC. Getting your coin graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can significantly increase its value. Local coin shops. If you want a quick sale, local coin shops may be interested in buying, though they may offer lower prices than auctions. So, is the 1995 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth searching for? Absolutely. While most 1995 pennies are common, finding a double die variety in high grade could make you thousands, or even $90,111. This just goes to show that rare and valuable coins are still out there waiting to be discovered. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest rare coin discoveries. Also, let us know in the comments, have you checked your 1995 pennies yet? Did you find a DDO? We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love rare coins and valuable treasures hiding in plain sight, you're in the right place. Today, we're talking about one of the most fascinating and sought-after pennies of modern times, the 1982 D Lincoln penny, which has been found with a current market value of $69,211. Yes, that's right. A simple 1-cent penny from 1982, which you might think is worthless pocket change, could actually be worth a life-changing amount of money. But what makes this penny so special? How can you identify one? And what should you look for if you think you have one of these rare and valuable coins? Stay with me, because in this video, we are going to dive deep into the history of the 1982 D penny, why it is worth so much, key era varieties to look out for, and how you can sell one for top dollar. History of the 1982 D Lincoln penny. The 1982 Lincoln penny was a turning point in U.S. coinage history. This was the year when the U.S. Mint switched from solid copper pennies to copper-plated zinc due to the rising cost of copper. Before 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, but due to inflation and increasing metal prices, the cost of making a penny exceeded 1 cent. To solve this problem, the Mint introduced a new composition, a zinc core with a thin copper coating, weighing 2.5 grams instead of the previous 3.11 grams. During 1982, both copper and zinc pennies were struck at the same time, leading to 7 different varieties of 1982 pennies. The main differences include 1982 large date copper, Philadelphia no mint mark, 1982 small date copper, Philadelphia no mint mark, 1982 large date zinc, Philadelphia no mint mark, 1982 small date zinc, Philadelphia no mint mark, 1982 D large date copper, Denver Mint, 1982 D large date zinc, Denver Mint, 1982 D small date zinc, Denver Mint. Now, here's where things get interesting. The Denver Mint was not supposed to produce any 1982 D copper pennies with the old 3.11 G weight, only the new zinc version. However, a few rare mistakes happened, and some 1982 D copper pennies were accidentally struck at the Denver Mint. This is what makes them extremely valuable today. Why is the 1982 D penny worth $69,211? Most 1982 D pennies are only worth 1 cent, but the rare 1982 D copper penny has been found in extremely high-grade condition and has sold for over $69,211 at auction. But why? Here are the reasons. Composition error. The 1982 D copper penny was not supposed to exist. The U.S. Mint was phasing out the copper planchets, so finding one in a Denver minted coin is a major rarity. Weight difference. Regular 1982 D pennies weigh 2.5 grams, but the rare copper variety weighs 3.11 grams. Small mintage. It is estimated that fewer than 20 of these rare copper pennies exist, making them an extremely limited and high-value collector's item. Auction demand. Coin collectors and investors love era coins, and when a rare one appears at auction, bidding wars drive up the price. Grading and condition. The highest value 1982 D copper penny sold for $69,211 because it was in near-perfect MS66 condition, graded by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. The better the condition, the higher the price. How to identify a rare 1982 D penny? Want to know if you have a valuable 1982 D penny? Follow these steps. Step 1. Look for the D Mint mark. The valuable coin must have the Denver Mint mark, D, below the date. If there's no mint mark, it's from Philadelphia and won't be the rare version. Step 2. Weigh the coin. A regular zinc penny weighs 2.5 grams, a rare copper penny weighs 3.11 grams. Use a digital coin scale to check. If your 1982 D penny weighs 3.11 grams, you might have a valuable coin. Step 3. Check the date size. The rare version is a large date variety. Compare it with a normal 1982 small date penny to be sure. Step 4. Get it graded. If your 1982 D penny is 3.11 grams, do not clean it. Send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its authenticity. Other valuable 1982 pennies. Even if you don't have the rare 1982 D copper penny, other 1982 pennies can still be valuable. Some examples include 1982 No mint mark small date zinc. DDO error sold $4.10,000 plus 1982 D zinc large date in MS67 plus condition sold $4.1,500 plus 1982 No mint mark copper in high grade sold $4.2,000 plus. Always check your coins carefully because some varieties and errors can be worth a lot of money. Where to sell a rare 1982 D penny? If you find a rare 1982 D copper penny, don't sell it for face value. Here's where you can sell it for big money: eBay. Many rare 1982 D pennies sell for thousands here. Heritage auctions and great collections, best for high value rare coins. PCGS and NGC auctions. If you get your coin graded, you can sell it through them. Local coin dealers. Some dealers will buy rare pennies for cash. Coin shows and conventions. Great places to meet buyers and collectors. So, is the 1982 D Lincoln penny worth searching for? Absolutely. While most pennies from 1982 are common, the rare 1982 D copper penny is worth an incredible $69,211. The key is to know what to look for, weigh your coins, and get professional authentication if you think you have a rare one. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin discoveries. Have you checked your 1982 pennies yet? Let us know in the comments if you found anything interesting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.